close the casket. Thinking he a rapper, we gon' turn him to an actress. I don't ever start shit, but I ain't finna panic. If something don't add up, I just start subtracting. We ain't finna fold, we just keep adapting. I be on that Paulie shit, see, I just be reacting.
What's up, it's your boy Paulie. Welcome back to the channel. You can tell by the title. What's up, it's your boy Paulie. Let me get right. Boom. What's up, it's your boy Paulie. Welcome back to the channel. You can tell by the title exactly what we get into today. You can tell by the title. This is Tom MacDonald This House. Now, it says right here, this is the response to Whiteboy. This is Whiteboy response, so which is the same as it's the response to. Okay, Paulie, relax. So, as you know, I'm here because I reacted to Whiteboy, and everybody was like, "Yo, this is the order, bro. This is just what you got. Once you unlock this, once you react to this, the next step has to be this house." And I wish I would have did this now. I was gonna make a funny joke and somehow be like, y'all told me to react to this house, so I'm going to like react to something totally different just to be funny. Then I was still going to react to this. But obviously you can tell by the title, I'm not going to name it something else. Yeah, so pay me no mind. You also said react to I'm Sorry, so I will do that very soon as well. But right now we are going to react to this house. Now, to be 100% honest, and maybe I need to go listen to it again. I had my take on it in the reaction video. And I feel like my take was sound. I don't feel like he said anything that warrants anything. A response. I don't feel like he said anything wrong. I don't get it. And mind you, this was triggered by me reacting to. What did I react to? Tom MacDonald, God Mode. And in God Mode, he mentioned that people were saying that he's racist. And I stopped the video and I said, yo, be honest, keep it a bean with me. Does anybody feel like Tom MacDonald is racist? Now, of course, his supporters, I'm not going to say of course his supporters, but even if you support somebody, you could be honest and be like, yeah, I mean, he said stuff in the past, but, you know, he said it because of this or he said it because of that. But the consensus was, people were saying he was racist because of Dear Rappers, which I heard that. If you haven't seen that on the channel, that is on the channel as well. That does not classify him to be a racist. He didn't say anything racial unless I missed something. And if I missed something and there's a line where he says I'm racist, let me know in the comment section. But I didn't hear anything. So from God Mode, people saying, nah, Paulie, he's racist because of Dear Rapper. Not he's racist. People are saying he's racist because of Dear Rappers. It's like, okay, Paulie, you heard that. Nothing racist there. Cool. So then they was like, hey, react to Whiteboy because that's going to really give you your answer. So I reacted to Whiteboy and I didn't hear him say anything wrong. He didn't even say anything off beat that could be misconstrued as wrong. So I say all that to say nothing. I'm not going to say anything else. I said all that. I am confused how somebody can label you something when you haven't actively done what they're labeling. I mean, they literally do that all the time. Why would I be shocked at that? They literally do that. So I'm not going to say anything else. Let's see what bro has to say. Yeah, let's see what bro has to say. If you enjoyed this video, please go down into the pinned comment. I have a lot of other stuff going on. I have reactions and music reviews to up and coming artists and entertainers from my area and other areas as well. But you know, I try my best to support artists and entertainers from my area. So please, if you can, it helps so much. It really helps if you go down and check those videos out as well. It helps push them into the algorithm. It helps a whole lot of stuff. So yeah, it's not mandatory, but I'm asking you. That's why I put it in the pinned comment. It's super easy for you to find. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. And I'm not gonna say nothing else. Let's get into it.
Lately,
Oh, wow. That's Oh, wow. Hey, yo. Yeah, they wildin'. I'm going to say something about that, too. I'm not going to say it now, but I'm going to say something about the comments for sure.
Lately, everyone been talking crazy. Feel like everybody's got some to say. They misinterpreted my good intentions and expected I was just gonna step away. If there's a heart that pumps and there's a breath to take, then I won't bite my tongue as long as I'm... Lately, everyone been talking crazy. Feel like everybody's got some to say. They misinterpreted my good intentions and expected I was just gonna step away. If there's a heart that pumps and there's a breath to take, then I won't bite my tongue as long as I'm awake. And they don't have the guts to make a dumb mistake. I'd rather crash a car than never touch the brakes. I built this in-house. They're the kind of people that be dying for exposure. They're the kind of people that get mad and lose composure. They're the kind of people that are never going forward. They're just the ones that are looking for apologies. Hating real loud, but they follow me. Screaming at the top of their lungs, I'm the scum of the earth. In the same damn breath, trying to preach about equality. Back before I wrote the song on race, they all ignored that I had something great. They tried to edge me out, they didn't hear my bars. They tried to tell me that I wasn't built for fame. Fast forward to when I'm paid. I ain't spent $1 on the chain. I'll get my mama a house, I'll get my dad a car, I'll make my sister rich, she'll never work again. And this hater is so underwhelming. I'm conditioned for all the abuse. Seeing the reaction videos all blowing up, and you're welcome for all of the views. Blow up my Twitter, y'all just keep making me bigger. Y'all just keep showing you're triggered. Y'all just keep missing the point and I keep doing me. Y'all ain't nothing to even consider. Man, I built this house. I'm the kind of person making music with a purpose. You the kind of people that be hating on the surface. I'm the kind of you ain't used to, the kind of make you nervous. Yeah, back before I even wrote the record, I can see this coming like a fortune teller. Rent a calm sea, don't make a skilled sailor, so I thank the heavens for the stormy weather. Okay, fast forward to when we're old and gray. I'll be looking back at when they posted hate, and it will hurt a bit, but it was worth it when your dream is getting hurt no matter what they say. I try conveying that I love us all, and the way I did it left them so appalled. I used a broken arm to try and break their walls. No matter what they say, they know it took balls. I surveyed the land and I found a location, unloaded the lumber and pounded the stakes, and I blended the bones of the people who hated with blood and cement. Then I poured the foundation. I built the frame with all my guilt and shame, and then I chiseled my name and the date in the basement. I carved my initials and all of the boards and the beams that are needed for structural greatness. No record label, no distribution, no cosign, no publicist, no manager, no teammates, no money to make up my budget with, no groceries, no studio, no booking agent, no bucket list, no PR, no marketing, just fans. Man, we built this house when my days end and it's vacant, and they bury me with that only key. My biggest fans gon' break in with a Ouija board and a box of chalk. Draw a pentagram, hail Satan, try to bring me back from that wooden box y'all tried to fill my grave with. Then they'll sit on the roof with the rifles I hid in the fridge, and they'll shoot at the men on the ridge who are coming to undo the work that I did. Then they'll block off the highway that leads to the crib and put sensors on all of the boards in the bridge, so they know when they're coming to empty the clip. Then they'll cut all the bodies and cut off the skin, then connect all the pieces with needles and pins and attach it to 10 feet of branches and twigs, and then plant it in mud till it stands in the wind. Then they'll stand there and look at this that we did that we never imagined we do cause of them. Our blood and sweat and tears went into what we built till we were bags. So we use blood and sweat and tears of enemies to build our flag. We built this house, we laid these bricks, we set these traps, these flames we lit. Our haters doused in gasoline they brought to try and torch us with. Let them hate, dog. Everyone will have something to say, dog. Their opinions don't mean trying to judge your engine by your paint job. Gravestone, I'm a cheap death. There's too much I ain't seen yet. They think that I got them way over my head, but I feel like I just got my feet wet. We're trying to dream more and sleep less. Avoid the pills when we're depressed. Remember to not be too hard on ourselves. If we cut deep enough, we all bleed red. Man, you never know when it's time to go. Heaven's open when the bars are closed, so seize the moment, don't leave it hoping. You'll breathe tomorrow, you could be a ghost. I'm living mine like the finish line is right in front of me. Made of fishing wire, so I'll never see it till it's too late. When God shakes my hand, please celebrate. Please celebrate, please celebrate, please celebrate, please celebrate, please celebrate.
Very much straightforward. Yeah, he was chatting, he was talking his talk, but guess what? When you build a community from the ground up and you actively see people trying to tear it down, that's how you gonna talk. Like he said, when he gone and they try to put him in that box and put him in the ground, they gonna resurrect him from the dead. Listen, I want people to pull up for me like that too. Like, nah, yo, we rocking with Paulie now. And even when he gone, we still gonna rock with him. Feel me? Shoots and ladders. Feel me? Paulie reacts and reviews the whole nine. Listen, I'm trying to build something here too. So listening to him talk about somebody try to tear down what he's built, especially. I'm gonna have to do something. We're gonna run this back for the vibes, but I have to do something because for a couple reasons. Well, not really a couple. It's one reason, because when I reacted to Whiteboy, I didn't run it back, and I'm like, "Yo, Paulie, why did you not run it back?" So I'm gonna have to run it. I'm gonna run it back in this video here. So please stay tuned. We're gonna react to this. We're gonna run this back, but then I might not even listen to the whole thing, but I don't get it. Maybe let me hush because maybe there's something, maybe I can find something. I'm not looking for something, but you know what? I already heard it. I'm going to listen to it again because we got to run it back for the vibes. That's my thing. So I don't want to do a disservice and not do that. But I know I'm not going to find anything. I heard it. It was very straightforward. He's not the kind of artist that it's like, wait, did he say something? Was this an underlying thing that I missed? No, you can pretty much hear exactly what he's saying. He's very clear. I don't know. I feel like it was another word, but anywho. Now, let me mention this real quick before I do officially run it back. Officially run it back. Why are you talking like that? Now, we have to understand the times we live in. When people are doing positive stuff, a couple things occur. You have people that will genuinely see you doing something positive, and they will be mad because they're not doing it. They don't have it in them to be positive. So they get mad when they see other people doing it. And they'll label you something that has nothing to do with anything. Those things will happen. Now, you could be doing some foolishness, and then you'll attract a community of people that are into foolishness too. But when you're doing, okay, example. This is how you can seek the enemy. People always want to put a skin color or a skin tone to finding the enemy. It's super easy to find them. Go into a group with all genuinely happy people. Genuinely. And you can spot the imposter. You can spot the person that does not belong there by the deception that they insert into the group. For example, if 10 people are gathering and they're having fun and they're enjoying themselves, and then one person comes and starts being negative, that's not just a person having a bad day. That is your imposter. Because even when people are having bad days, 99% of the time, they're not going to purposely try to cause an issue. So if everybody's happy standing in line and you're just, I'm getting my groceries, and then you have that one person that starts whispering and saying, look at this old hag, she's taking forever to get to bring this stuff up. Like, most people don't think that when they see an old lady scanning stuff. She's having a long day, just like most of us have had. And sometimes we're not in the best mood and we want to get home too. And sometimes somebody's taking long. But you always have the one person that is like saying something unnecessary. So that's always going to be the person that you want to look out for. So there will be those people in the comment section. Also, you got to remember that there are other entities out here. I'm not saying entities like it's not people, but there's other how does it? There are eyes on everybody. So they see a Tom MacDonald doing what he's doing. They're gonna also send bots. Some of these people that are saying this stuff, because if you hear the song and you don't hear anything racist, you will have comments that are not real people that pop up on videos saying that it's racist, saying that it's this, or saying that's that, to push a narrative a certain way. And if you get enough of these bots that do it, and I mean literal bots, not like NPC bots that are just people that are so programmed they can't do anything outside the program. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about literal fake pages by the hundreds that will spam stuff in comment sections to push a narrative. Because they know some people don't have the intellectual property to actually form opinions on their own. So they look for other people to form opinions for them. So there's bodies of, I don't want to say specific names, but there are, how can I say this? There are powers that be that see somebody pushing a positive message and they'll click a button and have 100 people saying you racist in your comment section. 200 people saying you're racist on your Instagram. Guess what? People who have not actually tapped in to the music will then form an opinion and say, oh yeah, Tom MacDonald's racist. Yeah, he is. I saw that in the comments. It's like, but did you hear the song? No, I didn't. I don't got time to listen to no racist. So you didn't hear the song, but then you believe he's racist because somebody you don't know said it? What the heck? But that's what happens with 90, not 9. I'm not going to put a percentage on it. I don't know. That's what happens, especially on social media. So I'm going to run this back, and then we're going to run back Whiteboy just for the vibes. Just for the vibes. Why did I? Okay, Paulie, relax. Let's run it back.
Lately, everyone been talking crazy. Feel like everybody's got some to say. They misinterpreted my good intentions and expected I was just gonna step away. If there's a heart that pumps and there's a breath to take, then I won't bite my tongue as long as I'm awake and they don't have the guts to make a...
He said they misinterpreted my good intentions. But the issue is, how do you misinterpret something that... What? How do you misinterpret? That's like me... Okay, so what he's trying to defend, which honestly that sucks. Now, is Tom MacDonald my #1 favorite rapper in the world? No, he's not. I like his music. From what I heard so far, I do like his music. But he's not somebody that I want to say, oh, I'm going to defend him because I love his music. No, that's not the point. He's making heavy strides to stop all the division. And with that, people are making it seem like he's dividing people when he's literally not dividing people. I know everything is not logical. I know that. Some stuff happens that literally is not logical. Doesn't technically make sense. But what he's doing is super logical. Hey, I made a song telling you guys that majority of people don't have a racist mentality or mindset. I'm the voice letting you know that most people are not racist. I'm letting you know that, yeah, just because something happened in history doesn't mean that when I was born here and I'm growing up, my parents gave me morals and values to treat everybody equally. And even though that happened and it had something to do with people that looked like me, it doesn't mean that I'm now this person. I don't feel that way. That's what he said. And then people took the song and said you were the one thing that you literally explained that you weren't. Like, logically, something's not right. Logically. But maybe I'm thinking too far into it.
Mistake, I'd rather crash a car than never touch the brakes. I built this house. They're the kind of people that be dying for exposure. They're the kind of people that get mad and lose composure. They're the kind of people that are never going forward. They're just the ones that are looking for apologies, hating real loud, but they follow me, screaming at the top of their lungs. I'm the scum of the earth in the same damn breath, trying to preach about equality. Back before I wrote the song on race, they all ignored that I had something great. They tried to edge me out, they didn't hear my bars. They tried to tell me that I wasn't built for fame. Fast forward to when I'm paid. I ain't spend $1 on the chain. I'll get my mama a house, I'll get my dad a car, I'll make my sister rich, she'll never work again. And this hater is so underwhelming. I'm conditioned for all the abuse. Seeing the reaction videos all blowing up, and you're welcome for all of the views. Blow up my Twitter, y'all just keep making me bigger. Y'all just keep showing you're triggered. Y'all just keep missing the point, and I keep doing me. Y'all ain't nothing to even consider. Man, I built this house. I'm the kind of person making music with a purpose. You the kind of people that be hating on the surface. I'm the kind of you ain't used to kind of make you nervous. Yeah, back before I even wrote the record, I could see this coming like a fortune teller. And a calm sea don't make a skilled sailor, so I thank the heavens for the stormy weather. Okay, fast forward to when we're old and gray. I'll be looking back at when they posted hate, and it will hurt a bit, but it was worth it when your dream is getting hurt no matter what they say. I try conveying that I love us all, and the way I did it left them so appalled. I used a broken arm to try and break their walls. No matter what they say, they know it took balls. I surveyed the land and I found a location, unloaded the lumber and pounded the stakes, and I blended the bones of the people who hated with blood and cement. Then I poured the foundation. I built the frame with all my guilt and shame, and then I chiseled my name and the date in the basement. I carved my initials and all of the boards and the beams that are needed for structural greatness. No record label, no distribution, no cosign, no publicist, no manager, no teammates, no money to make up my budget with, no groceries, no studio, no booking agent, no bucket list, no PR, no marketing, just fans. Man, we built this house when my days end and it's vacant, and they bury me with that only key. My biggest fans gon' break in with a Ouija board and a box of chalk, draw a pentagram, hail Satan, try to bring me back from that wooden box y'all tried to fill my grave with. Then they'll sit on the roof with the rifles I hid in the fridge, and they'll shoot at the men on the ridge who are coming to undo the work that I did. Then they'll block off the highway that leads to the crib and put put sensors on all of the boards on the bridge so they know when they're coming to empty the clip. Then they'll cut all the bodies and cut off the skin. Then connect all the pieces with needles and pins and attach it to 10 feet of branches and twigs and then plant it in mud till it stands in the wind. Then they'll stand there and look at this shit that we did that we never imagined we do because of them. Our blood and sweat and tears went into what we built till we were bags. So we used blood and sweat and tears of enemies to build our flag. We built this house, we laid these bricks, we set these traps, these flames we lit. Our haters doused in gasoline they brought to try and torch us with. Let them hate, dog. Everyone will have something to say, dog. Their opinions don't mean trying to judge your engine by your paint job. Gravestone, I'm a cheap death. There's too much I ain't seen yet. They think that I got them way over my head, but I feel like I just got my feet wet. We're trying to dream more and sleep less. Avoid the pills when we're depressed. Remember to not be too hard on ourselves. If we cut deep enough, we up bleed bread. Man, you never know when it's time to go. Heaven's open when the bars are closed. So seize the moment, don't leave it hoping. You'll breathe tomorrow, you could be a ghost. I'm living mine like the finish line is right in front of me. Made of fishing wire, so I'll never see it till it's too late. When God shakes my hand, please celebrate. Please celebrate, please celebrate, please celebrate, please celebrate, please.
Yeah. Let's see. Here it is right here. Tom MacDonald, Whiteboy. Yeah, I don't get it, honestly. And I gotta make it clear again. Do I rock with the music? I do. Would he even be considered my top 20 favorite? Like, we're talking favorite. I wouldn't consider him. Now, as far as skill, he's up there. Bro can rap. What attracts me is the message that he's pushing. That's what he has all of my respect for the message that he pushes. Yes, he can rap. Yes, he can make good music. But as far as what I like, I'm not saying like, oh, I love this. Oh, I play this every day. Now, for people that are like that, then I understand. I'm not going to be like, yo, it makes no sense. This is trash. No. And I say all that to say, that shows you that if I'm sitting here saying, no, I'm not Tom's number one fan. I'm just reacting to his music. And I can see that he's obviously not pushing a negative message on anybody. This comes from somebody who's not like, okay, could I say I'm Hangover Gang? Yeah, I can say I'm Hangover Gang because I rock with what he has going on. But am I hopping in my car to put on Tom MacDonald? Not necessarily. Now, I'm sure there's going to be tracks that I'm going to be like, oh, nah, this is one of them ones. Yo, turn that joint on. No, I mean, I believe that. But I'm really trying to get to a point. Like, I'm not trying to be like, yo, I'm not trying to be like that. But if I can say that the music is decent, I'm not the biggest, the top of the line, like I'll get his name tattooed, but I see that bro is pushing something positive and people are trying to spin it. I'm saying all to say that makes me mad. And I'm rocking with bro even more because I don't see where he's doing what people are saying that he's doing. And again, this is from 7 years ago, 5 years ago, 7 years ago. Like, come on. Like, be for real. Be for real. He didn't. We gonna play this right now. He didn't say anything racist. It's crazy. Let's see if we hear something.
Guilty for that I didn't do, but I can understand the reasons why you think that I should. Yeah, I'm white, but I never.
He said, I understand the reasons why you think that. Well, we heard it, but he said he understands. Like, even though that's not him, he gets it. So he's telling you that he gets it. Make sure you got that part.
Put your neck in no noose, and I never burnt a cross or hit my face with a hood. You can't just label me racist, cause I'm related to people who did some terrible way back before I was alive. My parents brought me up to treat everyone as an equal. I refuse to feel ashamed cause of my pretty blue eyes. A Nazi, white supremacist, anyone who labels me as that because of my family genetics. The hatred for Caucasians is so pathetic. Go be proud that you're black, but don't hate me for some credit. I'm not the white devil, neo-Nazi, cop trying to pull the trigger. You can call me what you want, but I'd still never say.
He said, you can call me. Bro, how? He said, you can call me what you want. I'd still never, we know what never means. Should we look up the definition of never? No, we know what never means. I'd still never say it. There's people who are not labeled racist that look like him, and when they're from a certain place, people that look like me don't care that they say the N-word. Now, not with the ER, but just saying the N-word, yo, my nigga, what up? They don't trip off it. Now, would I want somebody who doesn't look like me actively calling me that? At one point in time, I would have said no. I wouldn't necessarily condone it. I actually said it in a video with Adam Calhoun that I reacted to a good while ago, maybe a year ago at this point. Maybe not quite a year ago. But he said it in one of his songs, and did I feel semi-offended? I was like, yeah, I don't really know how to take this. But in like just me growing as a person, I'm just like, yo, if you're saying it in the comfort of your own friend group and your friends don't care, why the heck would I care? Why the heck would I care? It doesn't make sense. If you're a rapper and you say it, now let's be clear. If you're a rapper and you say it and somebody presses you about it, then if you're bold enough to say it, you are going to have to be bold enough to stand on it if somebody checks you on it. And I feel like that's okay. That's anything you say. I could say something on here. I could say what I'm saying now, and somebody could say, walk up to me and be like, yo, what was you saying? Oh, I feel like Tom MacDonald racist. You say he not? Yeah. I've literally never heard anything racist from him. I listened to some of his songs. The ones that they're claiming are racist are not racist. I'm just saying. And if somebody wants smoke behind that, they're gonna get more than smoke. You feel me? Because I mean, I'm just saying. If you're gonna say something openly, then you should be able to back it up. But in this moment, he even says he would not say it. So you can't say he's racist when he told you the racist thing that you think he could say to make him that. He said he wouldn't say it. And he didn't say it in this song to even make the point. He actually blocked it out. So, yeah, I'm confused. I'm going to finish playing this, but I'm confused how you could see this and get that from it. That's just weird. It's weird. But people are weird sometimes. Weird's not bad. So let me take that back. It's not weird. I love weird people. I'm weird myself. It is something else.
As a whole ain't the enemy. There's racist white people, but we're far from that collectively.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
White boy, white noise. I can't say it with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
If a black man is sipping on some cognac sitting next to me, I don't assume that every black's favorite drink is Hennessy. I don't dislike Tanisha because her first name isn't Stephanie. Not only is that wrong, it's a waste of energy. Ivory or ebony, 45 or 17, we all bleed the same. Martin Luther King or Kennedy. They're angry, I'm reciting the facts. He's white and he raps. He stole the culture right from the blacks. Okay, he's fire, but we lit the flame. He's siphoning gas. So this corny little honky man, the whitey is whack. You letting history perpetuate the hatred within, and then you paint me with the brush you painted slave owners with. Yeah.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
White boy, white noise. I can't say it with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
I got a mother, a father, a sister, an auntie, an uncle, and a grandma that I picture when you're openly hating. And God willing, one day I'll have a kid of my own. I refuse to let you blindly hate my wife and my baby, so go ahead and hate the racists. I pray for their extinction. If you wanna hate the white people, just make the distinction between the ones who want the best for everyone regardless, and the ones who build the system just to smother you with hardship. Stop before you say it. I know what you've been thinking. How's a straight white male in 2018? You're making me the villain by demonizing my race for things I didn't do and decisions I didn't make. No one that I call a friend has ever owned a slave, and neither did our dads or our dads' dads. sakes, acknowledging atrocities were wrongly committed is all that I can offer while I'm wrongly convicted. I would never hate a man for what God gave him in pigments, and I would never plot against him just because he is different. I would never judge a human for the cards he was given, or call him lesser than myself because of the race that he's mixed with. White people that you hate aren't your neighbors or lawyers. They're the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bushes, and Royals. They're the people who monopolized the water and oil and injected your communities with drugs that they spoiled. Got no patience for Nazis, I think they're better off dead. They're fighting hatred with hatred, making the hate more intense. I don't want nothing to do with either side of the fence, so don't blindly attack me for wearing braids on my head. Hate the people who believe you put yourselves in the ghetto. Hate the ones who teach their children you ain't cause they said so. Hate the ones who think you're all the same and judge you profusely cause the way that you're portrayed on our news and in movies. Being white and being racist aren't the same, man, I promise. No, it's hard to tell the difference if I'm just being honest. I deserve the chance to show you I'm not part of the problem, and you owe it to yourselves. We got so much in common.
White boy, don't say that.
So you gonna tell me, and I'm about to end it. We 30 minutes in, I'm about to end it. So you telling me he used the words not, don't, wouldn't, haven't, all things to say what's not acceptable in his eyes. You then take that and it's no way. I don't believe anybody heard this and thinks that he's racist. I think people might have heard somebody else say it and then ran with it. But you can't hear the song. You can't. You can't hear the song and then say he's racist. You can't even hear his response to this song and claim he's racist. You can't hear God Mode and claim he's racist. You can't hear Dear Rapper and claim he's racist. None of those things make logical sense. And everything's not logical. Said it before. But logically speaking, if you hear the words that he's saying, you can't say that. So if you went into the comment section at any given time and said, I heard this song and I feel like he's racist, you're lying. You're not telling the truth. And your parents should have taught you not to lie. Because we know you're a liar when we listen to the song. And he doesn't have to be my number one favorite artist. This is what I was saying before. He doesn't have to be my number one favorite artist of all time for me to use my thinking skills to say, no, he's actually bringing awareness to us needing to stop a lot of that stuff that we do on all sides. Not one race should stop and then the other one to be fine. No, everybody needs to put down the white card and the black card and just be people. It's okay to be people. Because last time I checked, I wasn't black anyway. I'm just saying. Last time I checked, it was very much brown. Last time I checked, even Tom, who's very pale, is not this color. So, yeah. That is my rant. Rant is over. There's another song called I'm Sorry that people said I need to check out. And if in any way, shape, or form, I just gotta hear it. I gotta hear it. Because I don't get what you would be apologizing for. Not apologizing. It says I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess if I'm saying I'm sorry to somebody, but he might not even spin it like that. It's just called I'm sorry. So I do have to listen to that. I'm actually going to listen to that maybe after this. So I'm going to check that out. But yeah, honestly, I'm not pandering to a certain group of people because guess what? He's not pandering to a certain group of people. He's being all inclusive. He's telling you to stop the foolishness. It's not needed. It's not productive. It's holding us back. It's been holding us back for a long time. I actually said a bunch of other stuff in this official reaction to Whiteboy, and I cut it out. I actually did that with Dear Rappers too. I had extra long rant, and I cut it out. It was nothing negative, and the reason I cut it out was because, for one, I started talking about something, and I was beating around the bush with it. So I was not just saying what I needed to say. I'm like, hey, listen, You know, if you know, you know. And if you don't know, then, you know, go do some research. If I'm going to talk like that, then I might as well not say that at all. But maybe at some point I will. I mentioned stuff in the past about matriarchy. I cut that out of a video. No, I didn't cut it out of a video. I didn't. I actually left that in about matriarchy, but I didn't elaborate on it. So I was just like, you know, I felt like if you're not going to say it, if you're not going to elaborate on exactly what you're talking about, then don't say it. Don't leave it in the video. But yeah, going forward, I will, if I'm going to say something, I'll make sure I put it in detail, enough detail to where I'm not rambling. I'm sorry, enough detail to where people can actually go verify what I'm saying, but not so vague of detail or not too far into detail to where I'm just rambling all over the place. So we'll find like a common ground in the middle. But yeah, I like the fact that he can put these songs out here to bring awareness. I like that reactors have grabbed a hold of him, and they have for a long time now, so they can bring awareness as well. The more people that speak on stuff like this can hear the song and actively tell people. Now, I haven't heard any other reactors' takes on this, or any of the other tracks that I've listened to, and maybe I'll go do that. Maybe I'll go check out Uncle Ray and see what he said about it. I know he has he's reacted to, and he rocks with Tom MacDonald from the past. I've seen some old videos, I think. I haven't actually watched them, but I saw that they're on his channel. So maybe I'll check them out, get his take on it. Maybe I'll do that as a video. I don't know. But yeah, I can't see how anybody would come to that conclusion. That actually makes me, like I said before, it makes me mad that people can take nothing and turn it into something like that. That's crazy. But we have people out here that are like that. Ending it. I'm done. I'm going to do nothing. I'm about to turn the camera off because we're almost 40 minutes of me just chip. Yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, please go down into the pinned comment. There's a link to an up-and-coming artist or entertainer's reaction or music review. Please go check that out. It really helps a lot when you guys go over and check out those other videos. They look and see. They're looking at the views. They're looking at the comments. They're looking at all that stuff. So it means a lot. Even if it's not quite your cup of tea, give them some advice on maybe if they made a song about something or made a song in a certain way or took the sound they have and then did something. What could they do to win you over as a fan or something like that, or as a supporter? Give them all positive advice of things they can do to become better. So I'm going to end it here. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. I love y'all so much. See y'all next time.
They gon' close the casket, thinking he a rapper, we gon' turn him to an actress. I don't ever start shit, but I ain't finna panic. If something don't add up, I just start subtracting. We ain't finna fold, we just keep adapting. I be on that Paulie shit, see, I just be reacting. Couple shots hit him, lay him out in chalk. Shot him in the mouth, that was for the talk. Saying it's my time, got me checking on the clock. Where you get that attitude, I got it from the block. They be talking tough.